bit of what our experience, and then I will share some of the information at hand regarding our tours.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Like the captain says, I'm Colonel Natasha Thomas. I'm very new at Cape Town, not so long, and I'm happy to inform you that as from the 1st of January, we also have a woman brigadier, Gerda Stander. She's now the station commander of Cape Town Central in an acting capacity, but we're hoping that she will be staying there with us because since she's been there, I can just share a few successes in terms of our arrests. That's how we look at our successes. We've increased our police-initiated crimes, our drug arrests by over 200, almost 300%. And then our possession of dangerous weapons, that's weapons that are used to commit robberies in the area, by over 500%. So it's for a woman that comes in and gets men to work relationship. She is a people's person. She has already reached out to the community. I think the tourism, within the first week that she started there, they came and they presented to us, and then we asked how can we, just hold each other's hand and see how we can prevent crimes within the area. We are still seeing that our crimes, especially our robberies, are still being committed. It is on the increase, although we've made quite a lot of arrests and that. So we are looking to the community just to take our hand, because at the end of the day, we cannot be everywhere. We also, leading up to the elections that's coming up, and most of the resources will be used on that day. Actually, all resources are being used on that day. So where you can help us, we're happy to, just take your hand and communicate with us. And also not just the good things, but also the bad things. We do know that we do have rotten apples within our organization, and I think in any organization, the only way that we can, and then we can look at, can it be investigated, because we also do find that you have family of perpetrators that are also coming with false reports. So what we do is we investigate these things, and we have transparency, and we give you feedback, and if we see that your concerns are valid, then we do take action against our people. So thank you.
It's part the Boerskloof, Bo-Kaap, but Sector 4 is the area. If I say foreshore, it includes foreshore, but up till District 6. So that area specifically is a concern for us. Although we know that the CBD Central has always been an issue, but the foreshore area, that means from the Boulevard till the whole Cape Town International Convention area up till the Cape Arts area, that is where our concern is at the moment. And then out of that, Sector 5 is mainly in the area of where the CBD hub, the travel transport interchange, that is one of our concerns, because it's linked with Sector 6, which is the Grand Parade and the taxi rank area. Our concerns here is Strand Street. That's an outstanding area. Now we need to narrow it down to the areas of Strand Street. I would say from Adley Street up to Breyer Street, Breitengrass Street. That's our area of concern. Long Street is the other concerning area, but Long Street is a very busy area. But if I look at Long Street and Strand Street doubles the amount of incidents where tourists is concerned. And then after that we have Adley Street, and then Darling Street, because I suppose it's adjacent, and most of a lot of tourists also goes down Darling Street to go to the City Hall, to go to District 6 Museum. And after that you can see it's almost like levels out, up to the station deck area. The days of the week that we concern is Saturdays and Fridays. And then secondly or thirdly, it will be Sundays. But you can see on a Monday gradually it grows from a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then it drops. But then particularly on a Friday and a Saturday, or Saturday is the most highest incidence of crimes. Our times of the day is between 6 o'clock, so that means from 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
In the afternoon, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, in the afternoon, sorry. But people report it as it's a little black device. It's And this is the modus operandi. We believe strongly maybe there's a connection between Uber drivers and these scam operators. And what they do, they hunt specifically people in groups of two. So it's a husband and a wife, or a person that's single. And then they go after that person. So obviously, someone must scan the area and find out where they're going. So we can see now that Transnet is where most of the movement is. So they take the person to any place. They basically derail the person's route. And while the person is in the car, he derails the route and say, no, I just need to go around the corner. And then say, look, there's a place that you can go and utilize your card. Again, it's the same old trick that the guy is dressed up in black. He wears a security hat that says security in black. And they basically go to this person, and this person says, look, there's the ATM. So he takes this device and he plugs it against the window of any shop. And basically says to the person, look, you can tap, and then after you've tapped then you can put in your code, and then at that time they create this confusion, because they, when we were at the ATM, at least they could get footage, they could go to CCTV cameras to assist us. So the biggest concern is that the account or the money is now transferred, and they have a clever way of doing it. If they take, for example, they would take cash to the amount of 49.5% or 49,050 cents, and that's what they pick up. The person doesn't do a transaction of 50,000. They would on the system. When the people get their information, they say, okay, 49.50 rand was taken out of the person's account, and it goes directly to an organization, which is what we believe that these guys are operating. They've got scanners, then they've got the person stealing the card, getting the PIN code, and when that PIN code is received, it gets to the next person that's got a device, a laptop or something, that in 5 minutes time, outside the CBD, that's the new thing they notice, that the movement of the card, it gets outside the CBD, and then the transaction occurs within 5 minutes. And the person only finds out when they get to the hotel or something, and they find out that there's money taken. So I don't know what to say and how. We will have to speak to commercial fraud. I know that Colonel Thomas at the moment, commercial fraud, has handed all of those cases to us at Cape Town Central. We're trusting that we will get more capacity to deal with this, because you basically have people, you need people. I think that Mo will know, in a few years ago, we had some partnerships with Standard Bank, and they would help you doing the scanning of these people, where they would go around and check who's the guys, and they would film things in that way, find out who was. That's what they used to do. They used to come in and scan and have information and have video footage available to help and identify these guys. And there is a new cyber crime unit now officially that's only dealing with these kind of frauds, because like I said, it's no more the guy going to the ATM and making a withdrawal at the ATM. So this cybercrime unit has officially been inducted, and they are operating from Bellville. There's another section within the fraud unit that only deals with these kind of crimes at the moment. Otherwise, if I look at
to educate our tourists that they do not need a permit to walk in Cape Town. That is when you get the whole thing. So you know the big keyboard, if you've got a desktop computer, it's just a keyboard.
small.
A small one that they use. But what they use, what they say is you need a permit to get inside the building, or you need a permit to walk to the waterfront because the one road is closed.
Yeah.
If on the news they say that the president, to say State of the Nation is here, then it's again, you need a permit if you want to walk to see where the president is. So it's not one, these guys are also working for a business, these thieves. So the modus operandi changes all the time.
The question at the back.
Okay, good morning.
Thank you.
12 law enforcement dedicated to our vehicles that we deploy 24/7, and then we also have 6 traffic wardens that works Monday to Friday, dedicated to our footprint. The main concerns that we have in the CBDs, I think Captain Tobe, you highlighted a few of them, is chain snatching, pickpocketing of cell phones, theft out of motor vehicles, and then this new card scamming. From Thursday to last night, we confiscated 5 devices, various locations within the CBD. So the way we do is, we don't remove them immediately, but we deploy our undercover operators with SAPs to see if we can get the culprits, to catch them. We inside a post, handing out the pamphlets, conversing with the tourists, and it's still continuing. The ignorance of people leaving valuables in the vehicles, not checking that the vehicles are locked, is a big concern for us. And we try to do that in the safety campaigns as well. Whenever the PSO see valuables, people even leave their windows open with the valuables on the back seats. So we tend to leave a PSO at the location to look after the vehicle until the owner arrives. So from our side, I think we do a lot to convey the message of how to be safe within the city. A lot of people ask us about Long Street. Long Street is a big concern for us. Per day we deploy 13 officers from Amsterdam to Buitenzorg, just in Long Street.
Done from the Cape Town tourism side is, besides the awareness that we had at various hotels regarding tourism safety, we also have communication with various tour operators. So when they come into the city, they communicate with us so that we then deploy extra manpower into that area where they will have either walking tours or bus tours for the day. The issue around the Boerkaap, yes, it's always been there. However, the challenge there is even the tourists, there's not much we can do when they decide to buy. So what the modus of operandi there is normally, the street kids will ask the tourists to buy either milk or nappies, go into the shop, and they recycle it. Once the tourists buy them these goods, they sell it back to the shop owner. So we have addressed that. That has stopped because we have actually engaged with and had meetings with the owner and themselves. However, the buying, we cannot, a lot of these tours, they don't want you to interfere because, I don't know, they feel that it's just a form of charity. So there's not.
Simon's Town, you can click on the Namola app, the SOS button. They call you, then you can give the client's details where the client is on his side as well. Namola answers the phone in less than 5 seconds, and they'll dispatch the emergency. I think they will do it immediately. They call you every 40 minutes also just to find out if the client is okay as well. Our bandit number is also on the pamphlet as well, which is available 24 hours a day. So it doesn't matter what time your guest is in distress.
So use pamphlet. and I'm not knocking anyone. We need everyone and everything. What's the first thing a robber robs off?
Cell phone.
Can I have my phone back because I need to push the emergency button? Okay, so don't only rely on the phone. The phone is nice when you're at a distance or you see something happen and you respond to it. But the pamphlet is the thing that we found, and when we printed it, the city prints it, by the way, when we engage with the printers, they will say, why do you do pamphlets? Because it works. People take it as, throw it in the hotel room. When the poor boy hits the fan, where do they go? Where's that pamphlet? And then they call. So don't underestimate the pamphlet. But I hear what you say, but in free enterprise, we can't object. We can only support all efforts. because SATSA might reach people that we don't reach. So that's important for us, is to say there's room for everyone to combat crime as long as you stay within the law. And that is also a challenge, because we have people that say we'll sort it, and they sort it, and then that message spreads, and then we're in trouble. So we also ask people, please work with the network, work with Cape Town Tourism, and I very proudly say, what we have here, and I've been in the industry heading up, worked for SA Tourism, headed up Western Cape Tourism Board many years ago, and I'm with the city now, I think, for 18 or 19 years. This is the best model we've ever had, and that includes surpassing the 2010 security model that we had. We had one component there that I would love for us to consider maybe at a next meeting, and that's an inside-out approach. Every building, every facility in town has safety officers. They're all inside. They're all looking inside. They're all on their phone, which is a new dilemma that we have.
Are you, for us as guiding, the one place where we can start, rather than trying to decide who am I talking to today, who tomorrow, for this incident, for that incident? Are we, those stats, can we call you